everyone, it's Miss Duclos, and our story for library this week is called Albert's Bad Word by Audrey Wood, illustrated by Audrey and Dawn Wood. One afternoon at an elegant garden party, young Albert heard a word he had never heard before. The word floated by like a small storm cloud. It was ugly and covered in dark, bristly hairs. With a swift flick of his wrist, Albert snatched the word from the air and stuffed it into his back pocket. Forgetting about it, the boy went on his way. But the word waited patiently. When Aunt Isabella sang opera in soprano, the word made itself small and flew into Albert's mouth like a little gnat. That's when the trouble began. Chives the butler tried to balance too many trays of deviled eggs. Then he dropped them all onto Madame Frida's gown. Madame Frida spilled her spritzer on Sir Hilary's bald head. Sir Hilary threw his croquet mallet up into the air. Then, with a terrible thud, the mallet landed on Albert's great toe. Albert opened his mouth to scream, but the bad word sprang out bigger and uglier than before. Everyone at the party was shocked. They couldn't believe their ears. "Come with me, young man," Albert's mother said with a frown. The word made itself small again, about the size of a rat, and followed in the boy's shadow. In the lavatory, Albert's mother handed him a bar of soap. "We do not say bad words," she said. "Clean it out of your mouth and never use it again." While Albert scrubbed his tongue, the bad word sat on his shoulder, snickering wildly. Albert knew something had to be done. He ran down a cobbled path past the reflecting pool, beyond the gazebo, and knocked at the gardener's cottage. The gardener, who was also a practicing wizard, opened the door with a smile. "Come in," he said, "and bring that thing with you." The wizard gardener knew right away that Albert had caught a bad word and needed a cure. Opening his desk, he pulled out a drawer filled with words that crackled and sparkled. "Sometimes we need strong words," he said, "to say how we feel. Use these and perhaps you won't get into any trouble." Taking the sparkling words from the drawer, the wizard gardener tossed them into a bowl with flour and honey. He added some raisins, milk, and eggs and mixed them all together, then baked them into a little cake. The cake was delicious. So Albert ate every last crumb. And as he did, the ugly word shriveled to the size of a flea and hopped onto his necktie. Everyone was enjoying Cousin Rudolph's oboe solo in D minor when Albert returned to the party. But soon the trouble began anew. Chives the butler tripped on Madame Fritta's feathered boa. Madame Fritta dropped her chocolate mousse on Sir Hilary's bald head. Sir Hilary's croquet threw his croquet mallet up into the air. Then, with a terrible thud, the mallet landed on Albert's great toe. The music stopped. Everyone stared at the boy. Albert's face grew red with anger. My stars, thunder and lightning, rats and blue blazes, suffering cats, blistering hot toads, zounds can get soaks, he shouted. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief and gave Albert 3 rousing cheers. But no one was more pleased than Albert. As the music began again, he saw something that looked like a little spider scurry down a dark hole and disappear. The end.